Ideally, I would have liked to have this video done during the weekend of the PAX event, but since the little one has entered our lives, and again, things kind of just get done when they get done. Hi, I'm Joe, and if you're new here, I cover my life as a photographer in Seattle and make videos about my favorite games. I wanted to share with you a couple of the things you might have missed from the PAX West 2024 Expo, how to go to a convention with a baby, and my overall impressions of the Expo. Two games that caught my attention were Infinity Nikki and Toad Skater. The Infinity Nikki booth was pretty massive. After I dug in a little bit, I found out that they had like 14 million free registrations for in-game content, and their trailer on YouTube has 2.5 million views or something like that. I don't know. But it definitely had a lot more than Concord and Astro Bot. And the second one, Toad Skater, they had their booth was covered in frog sketches on Post-its and stuff like that. The game is super charming, it's super cute, and I got to see the gameplay. I was instantly hooked. This one's not a game, but the Secretary of State for the state of Washington was there. They had a small booth. They were talking about a program that would help administer and train your local library to host board games. Basically, you would have people come in, teach them how to administrate, or like how to be a dungeon master or a game master, and how to teach people how to play. So I thought that was cool. It's a grant that they can apply for. What else we got here? Ooh, Valorant is having NA qualifiers in Fremont, Seattle. So if you're a big fan of Valorant, you wanted to see some live esports competition, go check it out. It's being held at the Fremont studios on September 29th at 10 a.m. Let's talk about going to a convention with a baby. We were only going for one day, so to maximize our day, we've planned our route to start at the summit, go to a couple panels, check out what they had in that building, and then head over to the Arch and spend the rest of our day there. We went by the info booth, and they gave us a medical badge that gave us access to really convenient elevators that are normally for medical or exhibitors or other people with accessibility needs. I went to the Civilization 7 panel to go see Greg Miller, and my partner and baby went over to go see a talk about how to cosplay with your kids at conventions. I'm not a Civ player, but they did give me a cool poster and a pin. Strollers were prohibited in the main expo halls, so the big tabletop and the video game ones were off limits to strollers, but you could use them anywhere else. So with that, we elected to pass on the tabletop expo that went over to the Arch, and then we just had a wrap. We brought a pair of noise canceling headphones just in case I got too loud, and a portable fan. We went as Kiki and Tombo from Kiki's Delivery Service, and our little one was Gigi, the cat. Luckily, baby loves contact napping. She was asleep for good chunks of it at a time. When she was awake, we went to places that were kind of lower stimulating. So many small parts. Okay, so right off the bat, the energy brought me back to 2019. This year's PAX resembled a lot more of what it used to be like, and especially with E3 shutting its doors, it's made a lot more room in the calendar for bigger announcements and things like that to be at PAX. But for a while, Reed Pop and PAX, the company, it wasn't looking too hot for a bit. So seeing the high attendance was definitely a good thing. The Nintendo booth, as always, was packed. The line was super long. I think you had Super Mario Party Jamboree, Echoes of Wisdom, NES Classic, Championship, and Star Wars Rivals. And not too many people were playing the other games outside of Jamboree and Echoes of Wisdom. You did get a cool pin. They had you scan a QR code or something like that, which was nice to see because Nintendo usually doesn't give anything out on their booth other than like playing some of their unreleased games. Super Mario Party looks super different. The puzzle levels look really exciting and new, so I can't wait to see this fresh take on the iconic classic. The art style of Echoes of Wisdom, I think, are really gonna hit for a lot of people. It's got a lot of Animal Crossing vibes. Also, you get some action adventure puzzle mechanics and stuff, so I can't wait to go check that out as well. I was surprised to not see Mario and Luigi Brothership there because that's releasing pretty soon. So Stalker 2 and Kingdom Deliverance 2 had a booth this year, which was surprising because Kingdom of Deliverance got delayed till next year, and Stalker 2 was delayed earlier this year. Those two games look really cool. Happy they showed up and people got to check it out. Stalker 2 has a really cool story behind it. It's Ukrainian developers, GSC Game World. And the fact that they even got this game out is like a freaking miracle. Super huge kudos to them. And I look forward to celebrating their release coming in November. Larian had a booth this year. It was the same as their previous years, but the mood was definitely a lot more different. It was cool to check out. Last time I didn't go take any photos with the characters, but this year we did. And a special shout out to Astro Bot. We got to demo it before it was released. Now I'm super excited that it's out and everyone's enjoying it. It's getting all this praise, so super well deserved by Team Asobi. Other games I want to shout out: Dragon Ball Z Sparkling Zero. That game looks awesome. Each iteration of this fighting game that comes out looks better and better. So Little Nightmares 3 had a booth, which was really cool. We stopped by the card game Codenames, and we demoed their mobile app, walked away with a couple of free demo packs, limited edition. And overall, I was super happy with my experience over at PAX West. Bringing the baby wasn't as hard of a challenge as I was anticipating. Everybody was super accommodating and welcoming, so that was great. I saw a lot of games that I'm definitely keeping my eye out for. And as far as the greater industry goes, it's pretty evident that with all the layoffs and restructuring all across the board in these huge gaming companies, frankly, it was really good to see that the actual in-person expos were still seem important. You could actually feel some of these booths had a lot of care and thought put into them, so you always like to see that too. It's places like PAX West where you get a chance to see where your $40, $50, $60, $80 goes to for your favorite game or your tabletop game. So on top of that, everyone there loves games, and you can definitely feel that enthusiasm, and I definitely recommend it, and I can't wait to see what they do in the future. If you're still watching, thanks for sticking around to the end. Until next time, you guys take care of yourselves and each other.